What it do, my people? I'm getting it right off the cuff. I just woke up from a nap, tired as hell for the first time in a while. I feel exhausted by many things, good and bad. Not necessarily bad. I don't like to use the negative light, but it's a lot of things going on. Um, but we must prevail. But I wanted to give y'all an update, based on my life, title of the video, and everything. Because I did make a video like this months ago, but it didn't explain um, exactly how I felt or what was going on. And there's just a lot more going on in my life right now. So right now in my life, I've been planning a lot, figuring some things out, sorting some things out. Um, well, my life in general, man, it's like I go a little while and I got everything going. I'm not gonna say everything figured out, but I got everything going. And then I step back and look and be like, this could be going 10 times better. And then when I dive into it, it's like, damn, I don't know anything about what I'm doing. It's like my camera. I've used my camera damn near every day, and some days I look at it, I'm like, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. I don't know how this interacts with this. Like, it's just a testament of life. You can use something every day and still be ignorant about what it can do or what's to it. So yeah, I've been figuring out a lot, and it's like as soon as I get my foot in anything, it gets taken right from under me. I got to do something, and I don't say that in like a pity party type of way. It's just been a lot going on. My pops went to the hospital last week, and I think he was supposed to stay there the weekend. They end up keeping him. He's supposed to get out maybe in a week now. So he's been in there a week, so he got another week in there, supposedly. And my grandmother, she just went in today for a procedure, and she's scared, get a procedure done on her heart. My grandfather's scared. That's his love. Um, so it's just been a lot to think about, man, and just trying to make sure everybody is good. But that also takes a toll on me. One that I can live with that one. You know what I'm saying? Those are my people. Um, but the facts are facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm exhausted mentally. I just woke up from like 20 naps in one. It's like I wake up, can't get good rest. I wake back up, go to sleep, wake back up, go to sleep. Mind is all over the place. Still trying to figure out my things and get my things going. And it's just a lot. But life has a funny way of revealing what's true to you and what you need to do. I look at the way I feel right now and how I feel towards the things that I'm doing, and how the things that you spend most of your time on should at least offer you a sense of peace. And I'm not at war at all with myself or with the world or nobody. But I do notice the way I feel towards certain things. Just had a speech failure right there. Towards certain things. Towards. Um, but yeah, content creation in general. You remember I've made a video. If you don't, I'll introduce you. But I made a video months back saying that I quit content creation, that I was quitting content creation, and I explained that I wasn't going to stop putting content online, not specifically. It was the mindset behind it, the rush behind planning something, scripting it if you have to, or have it in the back of your mind that you got to create something that people like. Because that's what it is. Whether you like it or not, it's professional people pleasing. If you're going to be successful at it, if it becomes a career, which means it's based on your success, your ability to live is based on your success, and if people like or engage with your stuff, so you become a professional people pleaser. Simple as that. There's things you can do to take that energy out of the process, which is what I planned on doing before, and which is what I'm doing now. Taking the steps to do now. But all in all, it's the same. In that video, I explained that I wanted to document my life more instead of planning things and creating things to happen or thinking about creating content. I would just turn the camera on and document my life. And that's what I want to do more of. I want to show more of me and who I am and how I actually live life instead of just telling y'all how to live life. And I just don't want to talk about the same things over and over. There's always something to talk about, something new to talk about, a different approach to talk about the same thing. But it gets to a point, you know, and I want what's best for you. I want what's best for me. And I feel like talking about the same things could also handicap some people. Too much of anything is not good. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want anybody who's watching to be too dependent on what I have to say, or not have the ability to think for themselves because they watch somebody who kind of thinks for them, you know. Not that I take over your brain, but what I say is just so relatable that you kind of turn yours off and wait for Shimon to cover the topic that you feel upset about. And that's a lot of pressure on me that people don't realize. Like, I get emails and texts and DMs and all this stuff about advice, um, you know, about videos I've covered or unique situations, whatever the case may be. But like, I'm going through my own stuff too. You got to remember that. And I appreciate the support, you know. So it's not like I don't appreciate the people that support me, but it's like, man, I'm like, you just think about it for a second. I have almost 800,000 subscribers on YouTube, almost 200,000 followers on TikTok on just one account, and almost 100,000 followers on Instagram. Do you think you're the only one texting me about a situation? Now, there's a lot of people who start off the message where you're probably not going to see this or something like that. That's off-putting to me. Like, stop cutting yourself short. You know, that's why I start going into my mentor mode. Stop cutting yourself short. You never know what a person is going to see. So definitely don't start off a sentence like that. Don't start off with a sentence saying this is probably weird, or because now I'm looking for the weirdness, even though I don't care. Human nature. You said, hey, I'm here, but don't look for me. Now I have no choice but to look for you. You've announced this energy, or you're probably not gonna see this. Now when I see that, I'm like inclined to not see it. Or you got the people who try to put pressure on some sort of morals, like, hey, if you're really a good person like you claim to be, you'll help me with my issue. Are you morally blackmailing me? Or, and mind you, none of this gets to me and changes my life, but it's still energy that I'm receiving. You know what I'm saying? And if I see it, that's going in somewhere and doing something to my brain. If you're a real one, you would do this. If you're a real one, you would give me a call, right? Like, what are we talking about? I'm a person. I'm a person, and I have my own life. You know what I mean? And the fact that you can watch these videos and then ask for more without considering how I'm feeling, or without really considering the information that you've taken in is concerning to me. Because I've had many people send me a video, whether it be a short form or a long form video, like, man, everything you said in this video was so relatable, but I was hoping you could go deeper. And I'm like, yo, I just laid out my heart. Everything. Yes, I could have said more realistically. I gave you a storyline about how I felt when I was going through it, what it looked like, what it tasted like, what it smelled like. I showed you what I did and made no progress, what I didn't do, what I wish I did, what I started doing, how I felt while I was doing it, the mindset I carried with it, how I brought myself out of it. I gave you the whole story, explained it to a T. If it was so relatable, why is that not ringing? You got to apply this stuff to your life. Information only goes so far. When you start to apply things to your life, you start to learn a lot more. And that's what I try to tell people. But the same person, they can watch a video and say, hey man, the video where you said go left, go right, and go left again, that changed my life. Can you go deeper? And I'll say, hey person, I think you should go left, right, and left again. They're like, oh my God, thank you, man. That information is so deep. I literally said the same thing to you. It's just to you now. It's not, I'm not just talking to the camera, or it's not a conversation that you're watching. I'm actually talking to you now. So it rings. And I get that some people simply just want to have a human connection. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But like I said, it gets to a point where, with the people with the whole pressuring thing, trying to hang a moral carrot over my head, like, hey, if you're that guy, then, and I just think that's nasty, man. So to prevent me from being burnt out and not doing any of this alone. Hello? As I was saying, you know, my aunt called me. Um, had us a little conversation. But what I was saying was to prevent me from being burnt out and not doing anything at all, I have to rebrand and I have to stay true to that rebrand. So what that looks like for me is to take that other channel and give some consistent diversity, right? I don't regret it because I like the way this channel turned out, and it's also not too late to turn this channel around um, in any direction. But I do wish I established a lot more diversity earlier and stayed consistent with it on this channel, because now a lot of people are expecting a talking video, which is perfectly fine because it has this purpose for many other things, and I've built a very beautiful community. But with this other channel, I want a rotation between talking video or a rant about something in society that's got me thinking, something in life, just getting stuff off my chest, not worrying about the delivery of it. I want to have a reaction video, whether that be music. I've recorded some, and I want to not only discover music for the first time, but also show y'all in real time what it looks like to find music that inspires you, and also share the music that I love and the things that inspire me, and show y'all, the backstory behind it and what's interesting and cool about it to me. And I just want to react to a lot of things. If there's any videos or anything that you can think of you want me to react to, if you want to see my perspective on something or how I think about things in real time, which can also be translated to how I solve problems in my life, that'll be something interesting. Also having more consistent vlogs, not necessarily purely educational, but they'll still be filled with substance. You'll get something out of it. But when I make vlogs for this channel, I feel pressured to not let them fall into a certain category, if that makes sense. Like, there's certain places I don't want to go or certain things I don't want to do and bring to this educational space for reasons of whatever, clarity, purity, however my mind makes it makes sense to me, right? But on that other channel, I can make a vlog about nothing. I can make a vlog about sitting there, and I don't feel guilty at all because I know what people come to this channel for. And you could say that's me feeding a problem or making people more dependent on us. I don't know. I'm just weighing out the options. Like I said, I think from 14 different perspectives and I see it in all ways. So it makes me understand more. But definitely we'll have some consistent vlogs in there. Also doing some gaming. It'll be a lot of humor in it. Playing by myself, playing with some friends. Just getting into the swing of things, man, where you can come and you can relax, chill out, watch the videos, enjoy the videos, and also learn a little something or feel inspired by the end of the day. And what I want to do is have a rotation, like a vlog comes out, then a reaction video comes out, then a rant comes out, then a gaming video comes out, and then an unboxing comes out. Like I went shopping the other day and recorded some stuff. Like I just want it to be a rotation. So you like, not necessarily you anticipating or expecting what's coming next, but when you look at it, you're not deprived of what you want to see or what you would like to see for too long. Like it'll suck if I did gaming content for a month straight, but you didn't really want to watch anybody play a game, and then I did rants for a month straight, and then you get tired of me ranting. So just want to have that diversity sprinkled in, and I did start a brand new YouTube, but every time I went into the YouTube studio, I'm looking at this channel that I was supposed to grow. And I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Like, that's just how I am, bro. Once I get a proof of concept, I will literally start over instead of picking up from where I had already started, because I just believe in myself that much. But on the higher side of things, I felt like I was cheating at me that I said I was going to take this channel to the top. So I'm going back, reviving that channel, and I'm going to do right by it, and yeah, I'm just excited to see it through. But another update, I officially joined the band that I was sitting in with every now and then with my friend, the older guy, Mr. Rich, friend, mentor, you know what I'm saying, family to me. Finally joined the band. We had an open mic the other night, and I sat in for a few songs, and a few other guys did too. And then after that, we had all jam for like an hour, and that was like the most fun I've had in a long time. Ethereal, otherworldly type of feeling. Like I see why people get sucked into music, not just listen to music, but to create sounds in your head and you channeling it in a way where you're not even thinking, you just feeling it. And whatever is in your mind is coming out through your fingers or however you want to put it. It's just pretty addictive. So I finally joined the band. We were trying to arrange rehearsal before the performance Thursday, and I bought a new amp. The first amp I ever bought was a Fender Mustang, and the last amp I bought was a Fender Pro Reverb. Two totally different price ranges and qualities, but I kind of made like a Fender sandwich. Got a Fender, and then I bought a Boss Katana, and then an old friend of mine, she gave me a amp that her grandpa had, and then I just bought this Fender amp. So up in my style a little bit, up in my quality. You know what I'm saying? Getting better, and now I have a professional amp. You know, something that's actually sought after. So that made me proud. And I bought a suit yesterday, my first real suit. I've had some combos or some pieces, some jackets and pants, as I like to call it. But I bought a real suit yesterday, so that made me proud in itself. Um, but yeah, that is my spiel. I started a challenge, and I encourage anybody who's watching to try it as well. It's called 81 shots, but it's really just the last quarter, final quarter. You know what I'm saying? Game winner or something like that. It was inspired by Kobe. 81 shots, he scored 81 points, second most in the NBA game. But the challenge is for the rest of the year to set out daily, weekly, monthly, and the end of challenge goal, preferably wagering with a friend, preferably military punishment. If y'all both don't achieve these things, y'all both get punished. My friend introduced his version, and he was like, yo, bro, me and my friend said, if we don't lose this certain amount of weight, we both gotta go on a 26-mile hike. And I thought it was hilarious to me, because it was like, bro, if we don't, it's like achieve this or you know what I'm saying, end it. And it was just funny to me. The comedic timing of it was very funny. But like I said, daily, weekly, monthly, and then end of challenge goals, and not so focused on the outcome. Like I don't have on this, I want 100,000 subscribers or 1,000,000 subscribers. I have on here, like for yesterday, it was guitar for 4 hours, clean my room, reaction videos, or 2 reaction videos, 5 shorts minimum, review my book because I'm writing my book, and then assemble my pedal board today. 4 hours of guitar practice, 2 reaction videos, 1 YouTube video talking, which I'm doing right now, 5 shorts, and a workout. My weekly goals is to finish my book, learn a blues solo pattern, 3 workouts, a video for my clothing brand, 20 shorts in the stockpile, 1 cinematic vlog, which is something I'm gonna introduce to this channel. Like I want to do these damn near documentary type vlogs to bring me out. Like I said, I'm not disappearing. I got some stuff for y'all. Also set up my stream deck, soundboard, buy a new amp, did that, buy a new suit, did that, and I need to buy an extension cord. So all of these things, you can see that none of it is like a bigger picture type of goal. But if I continue to do these things every day and execute, it has no choice but to yield an amazing result. And I've done this before without putting a name to it. I just did it this way to have a little more accountability, and I've been introducing it to my friends. So we're doing some wagers, and a lot of those stakes are undiscovered yet, so we're still working that out. But I encourage you to do the same. If it's something that you want out of life, do what it takes to get closer. And I've been losing a lot of connections to things, people, places, and things. A lot of things have their way of being ran out of my life or running away out of my life, whether it can't handle a certain outcome of life, or like, I feel like, bro, life won't allow me to fail now that I've chose myself. And even when I didn't, it still didn't allow me to fail. It gave me what I needed to succeed. But now things that are not benefiting me, or things that won't do me right, literally get ran out of my life. There's people who want to get close to me and drain my energy, and they quite literally run themselves out of my life. There's events and things that I sometimes want to go to, and something happens before I can even get there, because I knew deep down inside that that's not where I wanted to go. And I've been separating myself from doing too much, like retreating, in the sense that I work, I do all I do, but I'm also like, well, I'm gonna go have fun too, which is very minimal compared to how much I work. But fun is always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy connecting with my people. But if I lock in on this for the rest of the year, like I did when my first year YouTube, the results are going to be insane. They will be. So yeah, I encourage y'all to do that. So yeah, got a long day ahead of me. I'm gonna try to get all my stuff. I'm not gonna try to. I'm gonna get all my stuff done and spend enough time with my grandpa. He's at the crib by himself. Just waiting on my grandma to get back, so he pretty beat up about that. I went to sleep last night at like 4, and then I got up at 6 to send her off with my mom and my aunts. And I could tell she was a little nervous about the whole procedure and everything, with it being the heart. It's supposed to be an 1.5-hour procedure, 4 hours recovery. And but she got out and did the thing. But I went, my grandpa was laying down, I went and talked to him, and he was just worried, and I was like, I'm gonna get up, I ain't doing too good in here, we can sit in the living room and talk. So sat in the living room and talked with him, and after that I started tipping, and then his brother called him to check on him, so they talked for a while, and told him I was gonna go back home and try to get a little rest, and then I'll be back later. So I took a bunch of night micro naps, and I feel more tired than I did before. So I'm probably gonna take a cold shower and then get up and just get everything done and make sure he all right. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. I hope y'all taking care of yourself. And yeah, that channel will be down below if you're interested in supporting that. And yeah, if y'all have any recommendations, if y'all have anything to say, put it down in the comments. I appreciate y'all always, and I love y'all. Shimon Davis is